Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. Right guys, a bit weird for me today. I'm still Sunday and I'm recording Tuesday's video because tomorrow I am super busy doing housey stuff, and yeah, kind of just need to crack on a little bit. So what we're going to do today guys is I do need to move those bales. I haven't forgotten. It's winter, so the grass is ready to grow now. As you can see, we are into November 1 and well, we've got to start preparing our new field, and I feel that doing this field should be kind of a priority today. We need to get it limed. I'd like to try and get some slurry on it, to be honest, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. But it would be nice to know if it's if we can get it done, if we can just kind of prepare this field ready for spring. Wow, that just flew through 800 litres of lime. Now this is going to be the problem today, and I think while we're at the shop and we're going to fill up, I think we will just expand the tank for lime. I can't remember if this is the biggest it can be or if it can get bigger. I do remember at the time getting it, we didn't have this tractor, so maybe we can put a bigger expansion on it. I'm not 100% sure. Customize. We can go a little bit bigger. Okay. No, I don't want to finance it. There we go. So we have made the thing a little bit bigger. There we go. So we should get through this field now a lot better than we were going to. That's kind of the thing we need to be looking for. There was no fabric spawned today. We did look as we drove past. They're available. Spinnery. Yeah, we are very, very close though to getting one. And it would be nice to get that fabric. We might keep hold of the fabric though until it's the best price. I suppose at the end of the day, it's all about the financing of new stuff. We need to get a slurry tanker, preferably one sooner rather than later. That's definitely going to make life a lot easier now with that extra width on there, and it helps if you don't miss the very end, Matt. Come on. Talking to myself like in a third person now, going crazy. Kind of made a mess of this now, and there we go. You can just turn it on and off like that. I was kind of going to do just a little bit of a headland, but the problem is by the time I do a headland, there is not going to be that much left to do. Ah, wow, that was another 2,700 litres out of the way already. Wow. Yeah, what have we got to do? We could do with putting a little bit more lime on the grass field because it does slowly dwindle it away, but I'm not overly bothered about that actually. We'll do what we can. A 100%. Yeah, 2,700 litres. It doesn't go far with the lime. We definitely could do with a trailed lime spreader, but to be honest, they've always been a bit of a problem to pull. That was the problem, but we do have a little bit more power now, so maybe that's not going to be a problem. But it's now a case, I suppose, of cost. And it's now raining apparently. Well, it is winter. Could be worse, could be snow. And that was 55% down. Wow. No, I've accidentally pressed the wrong key on my steering wheel. I don't even know what key it is on my steering wheel to undo that kind of stuff. I know what it is on the keyboard. Yeah, if you're wondering why I've not, you know, oh, well, why didn't you time lapse this? I like to do some jobs where it's just natural time. That way you guys can actually see the struggle of it. Like, this field is a nightmare. It is an absolute freaking nightmare. Trying to stay over the tracks as well, so that we don't make the field any worse. Although saying that, by the time we come to plant it in spring and then roll it, I don't think it'll really matter, to be honest. Can we oh, it helps if you press the right control. I was pressing T and not a hat. Beautiful. 2100. Yeah, I do think we're going to use all this. Like I said, lime is one of those things where it is just so, you just use so much of it. If you're wondering, yeah, I am cutting corners, guys. I'm kind of losing a little bit of control on the tractor. Let's just say when it's completely full like this, I don't have that much steering control. So I've done that. I'm going to just drive up to here. Yeah, I also don't have the sensors on this tractor, guys. So if you're wondering why it might not be working as well as it should, we still don't own the sensors on this tractor. I could technically buy the sensors right now, but the problem is then is we'd have very, very, very little money left. That's another 2,700 litres gone. Okay, this field is taking a lot longer than I thought. It's the driving to and from the shop. That's what the problem is. It's killing me. Come on, little tractor, let's get this done. You see what I mean? I'm just bouncing on the steering. Sometimes I can make the corner. I think it's all depends on how I hit the that grass verge. But yeah, that's kind of why I keep driving into that field. Is it? Yeah, it's a case of just losing control of the tractor. I could do with a front weight on it, but again, we don't really have the money for a front weight right now. So it is going to have to just wait, basically. Change working width. And that is going to be Control and Z. I think that's going to be a lot better. Don't want to change it too much. Yeah, that'll do. I'd like to say it should be using less lime, but look at the way that lime is going down. That lime did not make any difference. That used the same amount of lime while not covering. That's stupid. I'm going to say that right now. That is absolutely stupid. It's using the same amount of lime at 15 meters as it was at 42. That's just, no, that's just stupid. Alright, so let's just get that back up to full width. There we go, and I'm just going to empty this over that little patch there. That is one of our big annoying jobs done for this winter. Yeah, the lime in the fields always takes forever, and that's it done. Now, unfortunately, one of our next annoying jobs is going to be clearing this field of bale. This is what winter's all about for us on this farm, guys. It's just, yeah, cut the grass in October, get it baled in October, get it wrapped in October, and then in November, when there's nothing else really to do on our farm, we do all the stuff like move it over, try and get pallets moved over and stuff, and yeah. We'll get there. I kind of want to get a slurry tanker and start slurry tanking some stuff, some slurry onto the field, but that's going to be kind of like the lime. It's not going to be a very quick job. It's going to be quite a slow job. Yeah, if you also notice, I didn't put the... I was talking about maybe putting some straw into the cows at the end of the last episode, even though I'm recording this like 10 minutes later. Didn't do it. I think I'm just gonna do that off recording because it's more a case of if it doesn't work, I don't want it to be. I don't want to be spending ages doing it if I know it doesn't. If I don't know it works or not. It should work, but who knows? I'd rather get a bale out, cut it off recording, and then try and do it. And if it doesn't work, we've not wasted any video recording time. Basically, that's how I look at it. But yeah, this is our next job. Not going to be the quickest job in the world, but we do get to move 2 bales at a time. I could probably push it and do a third, but I think, to be honest, doing 2 bales at once is going to be more than enough. I say November and December are pretty slow months really on the farm. I'm stuck on the barn or the shed. Yeah, I've already been looking at prices of the crops. They're not quite ready to sell yet. Some are in December, so that's another month away. If there's nothing to do though, guys, in November too, we will skip it. Like I say, we'll on. Okay, that bill did not want to be a part of this tractor then. Please stop rolling because I need to try and pick you up somehow, and I don't really know how to stop you from rolling otherwise. You know what? As long as I can pick you up, I'm not really bothered how we do it. There we go. I kind of wish it would be easy to do in first person. Whoa! That is the first time. Oh, we've dropped a bale. That freaking bump dropped us a bale. I don't even think I can get to that either. Can I get it? Can I at least? No. Please roll, please roll, please. Oh, what? The one time you refuse to roll? Come on, roll. I need you to roll. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. I'm not bothered which one rolls. I just need one to roll so I can get it with that fork. And then roll. There we go. Beautiful. I love it. Ah. Apparently we still lost it. This is what I'm talking about. My front loading skills are shockingly bad. What is that now? 6 bales we've put in there. We've only got like another 20 to go. Kind of feel like we could time lapse this, but again, I've got nothing really other stuff to do, and I would rather just do a little bit of farm work on the video. We're always out in the fields and doing contracts and moving pallets and stuff. We do have some pallets of wool over there. Might be worth taking those up later on to the sell point. They will be getting wet at the moment, like. There's another 2 bales in. So we're just talking about pallets. Not too shabby though in this. This is the best way for me to learn the front loading skills, but I'm still not very good. see people on videos like load bales like this and they make it look so easy, and it's like, I wish that was me. Although that wasn't too bad, but I had to zoom right in to do that. Oh, this, yeah, do you know what? I'm having a blast with this. I'm having a blast. I would do if I had lined myself up a little bit better on that bale. Do that, and we do this, and we pull up to the side of the bale like this. We drop that bale like that. Don't put the front loader on the wrong direction like I was just doing then, and then drive that. Yeah, that is nicer. I'm hoping to get some more cows though soon, guys, because I feel like we could do with really upping the production of the milk. There's a great demand at the dairy. Of course there's a great demand at the dairy, and I won't have what you want. And what you'll want is goat's milk. I know it's goat's milk because that's just what they want. No, I knew it was going to do that. I knew it was going to do that. I went too fast round that corner. Gotta go slower. I've got to take more care in the moving of the bales. That's the problem. Go like that. Go like that. And then go. Why we... Seriously. You didn't roll till I got near. I tell you what, the water droplets from the rain. What an amazing difference it makes to the game. I'm not a big fan of the rain particles like smashing on the floor, especially in the mud. It doesn't really look like that, especially where I'm from. It might be in this part of France, who knows, but you know, like it makes that big splash noise in the fields. Like on concrete I can understand it, but it's nice to be using the Massey. We kind of don't really use it as much anymore. It's not quick to get to the sell points. We have used the odd bit of super strength for pallet lifting when we've been stuck or we've gone in a different tractor. But it is nice to be getting this this use out of the Massey. I do think this will need a little bit of yeah, it's got no fertilizer at all on this field. But again, that's what I want the slurry tank for. I'm kind of praying one comes up in the shop. That's kind of why I haven't bought one. We've only got £22,000. I can't spend all the money on a slurry tanker. As much as I really want to, yeah, it just doesn't make financial sense to do that. This has been a very long-winded job now. I'm having a blast though. I genuinely am having a blast doing this. I'm going for these two because they're kind of next to each other. I'm kind of hoping to line that up like that and just get them both. Yeah! I got them. No messing around trying to line them up. Just boom, just stab them both. I know in theory you should tape up the holes if you put them in or use an actual bail grab, but this is not a quick job in general. Could you imagine if you had to tape them back up to repair them and stuff? Or if I had to do it with a bail grab one at a time? No, I don't think I could. Whoa. I don't think I could do that. Maybe definitely do with a telehandler though, even if it's just a baby one. I think a telehandler might. See what I mean about how it doesn't move? It's been there that entire time. I'm not being funny, but if that's going to keep happening, I will be using super strength just to stop them from rolling more. Like, I wasn't anywhere near that and it's just started moving on its own. Come on. I could understand if I knocked it with a bail. Look at that though. We have done a nice job on this field. We've got it clear. Maybe in the next part of November we can, in the next episode, we can fertilise it. Got to get a bit of lime down on it as well. But the lime's not as bad as the fertiliser. Okay, I didn't drop off both bales apparently. I only dropped off one. I brought one bale back into the field. I didn't know that. So I took a bale up there and then brought it back to the field. Because I was too busy thinking of a plan. I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking of getting a production. Thinking about it. What I'm thinking is here on this little bit of land here where that pallet and trailer is. Let's see. £20,000. We could put that right there. We could put that right there. Actually, we could put it. It'd have to go in the middle, so we've got room for the trailer and room to. That's £20,000. It would only leave us with £2,000 in the bank. Now, this is technically Tuesday's episode. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got to stop hitting that. I might release this episode at 7 AM rather than 8. It gives me an extra hour or so to get comments in. Comments are not something we get a lot of, but you know, if I do ask, I do tend to get a couple. What do you think we should be doing? Do you think that production should be a thing? The reason being, and we're talking about this as a possible production, guys, it's the difference between selling the wheat and barley and canola and putting it into a production. Now, it does mean we will be a little bit tight on the income over the winter months because obviously we won't have the sale coming in, you know, from the crop. But within a couple of months we should have some pallets spawning, and them pallets of flour, for example, would be worth more than the grain on its own. So what do you think? Do you think that should be something we should be doing now? Maybe looking at putting a windmill right here. I'm very tempted about doing it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very tempted about doing it. I kind of want to ask you guys, but I kind of also just want to do it. By the way, the dairy has run dry once again, just to give you all a little bit of a heads up. There's another thing. Instead of spending 20 grand on that, should we maybe sell the grain this year and buy another 10 of each cows in adult to get milk production up? Dairy's then been used more. That would then produce us pallets instead. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to get a windmill. It's not really the production I want to use, but because income has been very tight on this series, I think that's going to be the only way to do it. I can't really justify like, we've got this little field here, we could maybe use a little bit of that field, but again, with us using the carrot harvester now and the parsnips and potatoes and stuff, I kind of want to keep that field, because that is a good little bit of income kind of before winter, which gives us a little bit of cash influx for any equipment that comes up. Like this month, there's a nice tractor come up in the shop. We can't afford it. It would be a Massey Ferguson replacement, but it would just be a little bit more power. It would be useful. Or even just keeping the Massey Ferguson and just having an extra tractor. There's no ploughing contracts to do. I can't send the worker out to do a cultivating job on his own because he just gets stuck. That's a nice lot of bales up there though, guys. That is a nice lot of bales. Now let's lift that up there so we don't get stuck. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 more bales left to go, guys. Now, I'm probably thinking, oh, this hasn't been a great episode. Guys, this is what farming work is all. If I did an IRL farming, now I'm not a farmer, but I'm just saying. But, you know what I mean? You can't time lapse real life. There wasn't much else to do in November, so this kind of gave us that little bit of realism for the how long jobs take, just because I can time lapse them, make them a bit quicker. It's just nice doing a job in natural time like this. This will be this episode, that's guaranteed. I'm just looking at the time on this, between liming that field over there and moving all these bales. Oh, I wish I had 290 grand right now. A John Deere 8RT has just come up in the shop. Oh, look at that. Oh, could you imagine the work we could get done with that thing? Don't get me wrong, I know it's not the quickest thing in the world, top speed, but ploughing would be easier. Just moving trailer loads of crop. We could buy a bigger trailer. To be fair, guys, if we get that windmill, we won't even have to buy a bigger trailer, because everything could just go into the windmill. Everything would go into the windmill. Can we just move that up there, please? Thank you very much. There's some baby cows still there. Yeah, I think we need to get more milk going. The wool is just amazing. To be honest, I can't keep up with the wool. That's why we sell it. I do need to have a look in our fabric, so just on the off chance that might need some. Let's have a little look at that before we forget. The spinnery is going to need some wool, so maybe that's what we can do as well today. We can just move some wool into the spinnery rather than selling it. It would have been nice to make a couple of £1,000 on it, but you know, if that runs dry, we're screwed. Simple as that. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but yeah, we can't afford a bigger one. We could afford a second one. That would get rid of the wool a bit quicker. Granted, it would still take a year to give us a pallet, but, you know, a second one. And then we've got 2 bales left. Yeah. Not the quickest job in the world, guys. Not the quickest job in the world. But we've done it. And as you can see, my front loading skills have started to improve a little bit better than they were. Right at the last minute then, I lifted that front loader. So we didn't hit the ground again. You know what I mean about the bales moving? We're even near it. There we go. The last 2 of those. Let's go and get a couple of pallets of wool for the spinnery just to top it up. I'm really impressed that we've done that though, and we've done it manually. No, you know, okay, we used the odd little bit of super strength to stop a bale from rolling away. That's fine. My front loading skills have massively improved. I'm trying to improve them because the series I want to bring, where we've got like a survival challenge kind of series. It's the only time, you know, we're going to start with like a chainsaw. We're going to have to chop them up. I don't want to be using like super strength very often, especially for like, you know, we want to chop the wood up so it's liftable until we can buy. Then I want to get like a small tractor with a front loader, then a log trailer kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm wanting to do. But obviously, you know, my front loading skills haven't been good enough to do that kind of series. Normally we just use super strength and I've done and get the series moving along, but no, I want to do it properly this time. I believe we're at 1 PM in the afternoon now as well. I'll only move the 2 bales on video though, guys. I say we are. I think we're kind of over our. But I allot for recording time. But if I can at least move a couple of pallets like this, you guys can actually see. I will come back for the other 2 and I will just put them in there. But you can see I've done it properly. I'm enjoying using the front loader right now. I'm not the best with it. I'm definitely enjoying this, and we've got 2,000 litres of wool to go into our spinnery. But yeah, let me know what you think we should do with the grain production. I kind of feel like I just want to do it, but I've already asked now, and I'd feel a bit of a dick if I didn't wait now. You guys are not going to see this till Tuesday, say Sunday for me today. Real life's busy Monday, hence why I'm recording early. It's either that or miss an episode, and I don't want to miss an episode when I can just record it a day or 2 earlier. There we go. That is 2,000 litres into the spinnery. I'm going to go for the rest, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I genuinely hope you've enjoyed it. It's a different style of episode once again. We've massively improved our front loading skills. And until the next one, guys, see you all later on. Bye for now.